share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey, along for the ride. Ho, hey, I'll stay by your side. Ho, hey, you'll always be alright by me. Yes, you're alright by me.
I'm testing my life jacket out and it works well.
Did you blow it up yourself?
So at the end of last season, we sailed right down the east coast of Spain, had a fantastic sail, and ended up at Almerimar, where we were going to winter for the next 6 months.
Almerimar is on the Costa del Sol, which used to be called the Costa del Viento, which means coastline of wind, because there is a lot of wind that regularly funnels down the Straits of Gibraltar between southern Spain and North Africa. They changed the name to kind of, boost tourism really, because Costa del Sol obviously sounds a little bit more appealing. Kite surfers, they love it. We love watching it, so it's really good entertainment for us and the kids as well, just to watch them.
We've got the job of cooking, so we've just been left with some ingredients and we're attempting to make bolognese.
Yes, you're not meant to eat onions like there's an apple. It's quite delicious actually.
The recipe I'm making now is just a bit of chocolate,
2 big spoonfuls.
carrots, Marmite, tomato sauce.
How's it going, Chef Derry?
It's now turning into a nice porridge texture. It's orange. I'm gonna try it.
It might not be cooked yet, so I wouldn't. Derry, I seriously wouldn't. No. He's been burning it so badly.
The flame.
Yay, it's working!
I have just got burnt, so we are now cooking the spaghetti.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, you took it straight from the bowl. Is it ready?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, give me half.
Doesn't believe me. Typical.
No, a tiny bit more. So now Mum is here, because we don't really want to be burnt again because of her. We're going to set the table for a romantic dinner.
After all that hard work, there it is.
Well, we know that we found the rat, okay? It's died on the boat.
Don't know how it.
Should we find?
The goats.
Yes.
Oh God, it stinks.
Yeah. Do you feel sick?
Yeah.
The only way we found we could get to that in the end was by taking out the speaker. So it's one hole, we thought, okay, it's big enough to get a hoover in. We thought if we put the hoover in, it will suck it out. It's quite a good little hoover. And he was lifting up the thing and I had the camera and we could hear it. It suddenly kind of, it's like when you get the hoover going and then it suddenly goes and you know that something's stuck. And as he pulled it out, it was like that big. Well, I'll just do a photo as well. You've got to be really, really organised, super organised with this. It is worth it when you finally get here. So we've been through the first rooms and now we're in the Court of the Myrtles.
So there were 3 beautiful daughters, the most beautiful in Granada, and they were the daughters of the Sultan. So he locked them in that tower, but then there were some Christian knights outside, and the Christian knights helped them escape. So the 2 elder daughters managed to escape with the knights, but the younger daughter fell from the window while trying to escape and died.
So this is the final bit of the Alhambra Palace. The Adrift Palace and the whole Alhambra just spreads out over this whole thing. It's massive. This is the highest point, so you get a really good view of the whole of Granada.
Almeria is absolutely covered for miles and miles with these greenhouses which have got plastic tarpaulin all over them, and in those greenhouses are grown just about all the fruit and vegetables from Europe. So if you've had any fruit and vegetables anywhere in Europe, chances are they're being grown in these acres and acres of greenhouses around here, and the scale of it is truly phenomenal. I mean, it does literally go from horizon to horizon. I think the only way you can truly get a scale of the industrial farming around here is by going on Google Earth and looking at the satellite images, and you can just see how far these polytunnels go. There's obviously an environmental impact with such industrial scale farming, but everybody's job was linked in with these greenhouses.
We've left the dock in Spain and we're heading up the coast. It's about 300 miles. We can see various boats here. They've already passed us. So it's my turn to go to sleep and Woody's on watch.
I got woken up by dolphins! I ran up.
How's it going, kids?
Cool!
We're heading up to the Balearics. We're just coming on to the edge of this peninsula here.
Yeah, we've already got a rip in the mainsail, so we're going to have to try and repair it. Otherwise, we're pretty stuck.
The sail's in such a bad shape that even just putting the needle through it is actually ripping it. Can't wait to get the turkey ready and get them replaced.
Wake up, get your body out of bed, shake the sleep out of your fuzzy head.
So we left Spain on our way east. It's a perfect opportunity to apply for a permit and come to this amazing untouched island. It's really nice to think there are places like this that still are in the middle of the Med, because the Med's a very busy place. We're going to trek around this whole bay and we're going to be looking out for the birds as well.
Eagles come and they try to eat those birds. So you can see a bunch of birds in the sky in an hour.
Have to wake up, though it seems a funny place. Take your time, sit up and rub your face. At a stretch, a dream can come.
So we've just walked up from that bay. We're on our way to the lighthouse. So we've made it to the other side of the island.
Have to wake up, there's a world for you to greet. There's a breakfast in a bowl to eat. Set sail upon the milk upon the spoon.
Finally leaving Mallorca on the tail end of a bit of a storm that came through, but this boat, a nice big solid boat, the Amel, can really handle it. It was all dark and it rained. We got no idea how strong the wind was because our wind indicator doesn't work, but it was very strong. The waves were massive. Our mainsail ripped. I don't mind strong winds and stuff, but I don't like that kind of thing because it takes you by surprise and it feels completely out of control. And I just kept thinking about the kids actually. I think in the past I would just be quite okay about all this, but I kept thinking about them down below. So it's calmed down now and it feels better. I think we had one day in the whole year and a half of flat seas and nice wind on the beam. But other than that, it's been either really strong winds, a lot of swell, or no wind at all. I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just letting everyone know in case you want to go to the Med and drink gin and tonics on your deck. Think again. This market is amazing. There's really lovely fresh foods, fresh fish, and everyone comes here and they do their shopping and they get their snack foods and eat this amazing food from the market. Anchovies. So far we've got melon, we've got cherries, we've got apricot, tapenade stuff, we've got olives, we've got pineapple, bananas.
Came with the meat. I bring a special mozzarella.
With some mozzarella. This is parmesan. Ham for Dari, so that's €20.
It's all really nice and creamy and it's just lovely.
The wind was supposed to be a gentle breeze, 3 knots from the north. Well, as you can see, it's a lot more than that, and the swell is horrendous. Even though it should be a sheltered bay, the swell seems to be coming in the opposite direction of the wind and swirling round. So we've got real problems on the dock. The lines are really snatching at the cleats, the fenders are rubbing, so I think we're just going to get an early start. I think we're just going to leave.
God, it's so nice to get off that dock. I mean, you can feel the swell out here, but I think because it's one of those circular bays, it was just bouncing back on the dock, so I didn't get any sleep.
That was Cathera, now we're heading to Santorini. Bit of an early start, but we couldn't stay on that dock much longer.
So we're going on our final leg from Cathera, hopping along the Cyclades to Turkey. We were getting a bit nervous because we couldn't find any fresh vegetables, but luckily this guy went to the other side of the island for us and he stocked up. So we're back in business again with broccoli, lettuce, and like a whole bucket full of spinach. So yeah, we're really happy.
So this is it, we're on the final stretch now into Turkey. We've passed through Cathera and Santorini, through the Cyclades, just above Crete. And now we're just on the final stretch. In 4 hours time we should be in Bozburun on the Turkish coast, which will end our epic journey across the Mediterranean.
Yeah, so it's pretty good going really. We left on the 8th of May, now it's the 31st of May. That took about 23 days. Everything's pretty much intact, apart from the mainsail, which has had it really.
We made it in Turkey, oh my god.
Yes. Our address today, for one night only, is going to be Yacht Marina in Marmaris. And there's also a pool and there's an air-conditioned room where we're going to do our homeschooling. So it's very exciting. Right, so we found a new school for the kids. They're going to deliver it to our boat. I'm so happy. This is my delivery man. I love that guy. He's bringing me the shopping to my boat. Oh, it's such a relief sometimes not have to drag it on this trolley.
So after a dip in the pool and with dinner still frozen, we decided to check out the local canteen.
It's only €10 for all of us to eat. It's the food of the gods.
We're stopping in the place called Dalian.
It's really shallow.
We had the kids on lookout on the bow because we know how dangerous propellers can be to turtles. In fact, a few years ago, we did find a turtle that had been killed by the propellers of a boat.
We're going into the river now, and there's a sandbar. Oh, they see the turtles. Slow down.
A turtle's laid some eggs right there. Underneath.
What's the cage for?
So nobody walks into it. Oh my god!
We've seen loads of turtles from on land, but now we want to try find some in the water.
Even though we did see a few turtles, we didn't manage to get any on camera because they're really shy.
We don't want to harm the turtles with our propeller, so the kids are on a mission to row us back our boats. And drink.
Darry's particularly interested in wildlife and he also loves illustration. So as part of a school boat project, he put this short information film together about the life cycle of a turtle.
Hello, today I'm going to show you the life cycle of a turtle. Enjoy. It starts when the turtle is only very small and it starts inside a shell. The shell gets there by the mother laying it. After about 2 months, the egg hatches, along with 1,000 more. While all the turtles are heading to the water, the birds try to eat them. Any turtles that survive the birds can be eaten by sharks or chopped up by a propeller. But if they survive these, then they go up onto the beach and lay some eggs.
It's jumping there! We've arrived at your destination!
Wow.
There's somebody...
We got so close, engine cuts out.
There's some people again.
Where's our neighbours? I feel like I'm under pressure now that I need to kind of get in and out because we're not even anchored, we're just sort of drifting.
I bet they just got a shop, built it into a boat.
Shopping just gets better in Turkey. Today we are going to hike up this big mountain. Yeah, trying to get down this steep bit is really hard when you're just slipping on your feet. We haven't really got the right shoes for it all, but just to get the view, you know.
Hello, what do we have here?
Mum, we didn't have any starts off.
No.
Travel on to unknown destinies, but you and me will still be family. Sing ho, hey, along for the ride, ho, hey, I'll stay by your side, ho, hey, you'll always be.
And if you